You have any words of wisdom for the fiberglass for the people, dude? Pre-wet it, wet it out.
Yeah, don't do it.
So now you've seen the awesome intro of the United Peacekeepers Organization. You kind of know what we were doing when I was a cop. I started that, and a lot of those pictures and stuff is from when I was a police officer, and then got scooped back up into active duty and recently getting out. So I want to kind of use this channel and use this boat restoration, a few other things to kind of boost that up and give the things that calm me down, which is the water and ocean and fishing and things like that, being with other people. I want to kind of give that to others, and hopefully we can do free charters and veterans tournaments and all sorts of stuff. So that's the goal. We'll have a lot more videos coming out. This I didn't expect to make this a video series. One of my buddies was just like, "Hey, do this, put it on YouTube." So that's why these are all pictures. And then I started. You'll see some of these videos come out in different sequences and different things as I go through. But uh, I didn't expect to do this, but the future videos will be much more fluid. So watch these time lapses, watch this stuff, like, subscribe, and let's go.
Well, back out here at the boat, and we have finally gotten the floor out. It comes out in one piece, and it is held in by foam, but all the stringers look good. Tanks look actually pretty good. Probably get them pulled out and clean all this up, re-glass it all back down, put some more stringers in, call it a day. It's gonna look good when we're done. Real good.
As you can see, the floor is pretty rotten from the previous owner. He told me he had not put any rod in there, or he'd got all the rod out, but as you can see, he definitely didn't. So this is me just going through getting the boxes out, how it all worked out. I mean, it came out pretty easily. These boxes were just put in there with one strip of glass. It was very easy to cut out and get the rest of the foam off and put it, take it apart. Originally, I was going to reuse this floor and just spread it out a little bit more, but that turned out not to be a thing. So we live and you learn, I guess. But yeah, it was a good, easy thing. You can see the exposed wood where the guys had put down some other, I guess, wood. It's all supposed to be a composite boat. If anyone's actually ever taken apart a boat, you'll know that getting this fiberglass off these pieces that are actually good wood are really hard. Rotted wood, no issues. As you see, that tore right off. So here I'm deciding in my head I'm not going to reuse this floor, so I'm going to cut these hatches out that go over the fish boxes so I can remold them as longer hatches, which we'll look at later, and then put down on the new floor, which I ordered for half-inch Natacore and backing plates from Kusa. So this is me getting ready to continue just taking the boat apart. I had to get it down so I could get this box out. It was in there pretty good. Just like I said, too, you can see the lap they did around the box, and then the laps they did over the box, just to keep the boxes in. They actually held my weight when I stepped inside them. They did flex a lot, and we're looking to actually put the boat together a lot more rigidly so that this flexing doesn't happen. The floor being attached to the cap gave a lot of flex, and it clanked and kind of rattled as you went through tough seas. So we're looking to fix all that. Here, I think is actually when I decided, nope, no, not gonna reuse this. So I set this up, and I'm going to cut this one hatch out. I end up cutting that other hatch out later when I decide that I want to make it, double the size. So now it's time to jump up in the boat and start to take the foam out, take those little glue strips out. That glue stuff sands really easy. It cracks really easy. It's very rigid. It's not like fiberglass or just the peanut butter that we make. So I ended up taking all that stuff out. Note I did measure how tall the floor was, so I think I'm going to go back to that, which is right over those PVC pipes you see over there. Scraping this foam off wasn't very hard. If anyone has done it before, an air hammer, if I had one out there, would have been easier, but I ended up using that later on. right here I just got a hammer and a chisel, or a hammer and a shillelagh, and scraped it off. What's going on, everybody? All right, so get a little tip from Blue Gabe here, and wear sunglasses. So looks like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm not. So we got this drain the fuel tanks. We're gonna pop them out here soon. Got the tank, got the boat pretty much where it needs to be to get set up and tanks pulled. So as you can see, the foam's out, tanks are still in there, foam's still in there for the tanks. But it's pretty much bare bones, ready to go. This is the last thing we had to do to get tanks out. We got a lot done though. From the last video you saw, got the tank out. I was gonna reuse this board, and I may still. You can see it's foam core, but it's delaminating real bad right there. You can see it popped off of the foam, and the foam's cracked. So it's probably not gonna go back in. If anything goes back in, it'll be the skin. But she was cut out, and then these hatches were cut out. So there's a hatch still gonna be cut out there, but this hatch was cut out to make new ones. So if you kind of see how the boat is set up, you know that we didn't take the console. We took the console down, so it's actually going to come to about here and give us that much more walking room. Make sure we're not spilling anything back here. You can see whoever got the boat for me repaired it with the rotted wood. So these boxes probably won't go back in. However, the same kind of boxes will go in, just longer. So you can see, as we get up in here, so you can see the boxes came up to where this tab is right here, and they were in the back portion of the console. So this fish box is actually going to come all the way from the back of the tank to the front of the tank. We'll glass in a false bottom, tab it into the stringers and bulkheads, and then go ahead and make ourselves a nice hatch there. This is going to turn into a hatch. It had foam in it. You can see it came out both sides. So we're going to finish glassing in the floor, paint the whole thing, and then put 2 more hatches in here. So one big long hatch here on the floor, and then like a 5-gallon bucket hatch, or hatches that go down the hole here. This is probably going to go away, or we're going to take these out and just glass over these to where, like, maybe a water tank or something can go up here, a smaller water tank. Pitch wells, and then fill in all these holes. So still got plenty to do, but we're well on our way. These tanks are ready to pop out as soon as I get them drained out. Trying to get that done quick because they've been exposed for a minute. As my wife would say, what's up, YouTube? So a little late glassing today. Got about 3 hours in on the boat. So kind of see, ground down the glass, the old glass. So I glass in these new little floor pieces. That'll make it watertight. Nothing structural, just enough to put it inside and then make a box out of it. This one will be next. So, and I'll probably prep these two, so hopefully no more grinding for a minute. So that's a little update for today. Forgot to tape it all. I'm a horrible YouTuber, but got these boxes out. It'll be the large live wells. Got the front out. We're gonna put the water tank in there. So fun times, glassing and doing other fiberglass things. Ugh. Goal is February, and I did notice the tanks were leaking. I think I've already updated on that, so we'll be doing new tank. Make sure you tune in to the end of the video and see how that went. I bought argon today. I'm gonna order the sheets of aluminum tomorrow or the next day. Hopefully they'll be here next week, and then we can get rolling. But it's going.
Well, this is day, it's probably the second or third week, but like day, I don't know, 22 of working on it. So a little advice for you guys out there. If you buy a used boat and the guy says, I did some work to it, but it turned out not to be what I thought it was, he's lying to you. Just go ahead and assume all that. This is the non-holes that the original owner went ahead and said didn't exist. You can see they packaged it pretty heavily. So I'm glad I pulled these tanks. There's a big one right there. That's the same spot the other one's rotted in. So we'll be rebuilding new tanks. These are 75 gallons. The new ones are going to be 100 gallons. Dimensions are going to be the full. These are 84 inches long or 80 something inches long. And the new ones will be 108 inches long by 9.5 inches tall, by 24 inches or wide. She can be right at 100 gallons for each side. 50 more gallons than the boat originally held. We'll reinforce a few more stringers and bulkheads up there. And then luckily it had already, the boat already had a floor for the tank, so we'll keep that there. And that'll also give us the ability to put in a 108-inch fish box by 12.5 inches deep by 24 inches wide, so the whole length of the tank. And then we'll tar the tanks and make sure they don't leak and everything like that. So I could have done without the $1,000 worth of argon and aluminum, but unfortunately this is what we're going to be doing for the next weekend, or a weekend we have planned. But take this thing back. I got to get it up on the lift and I got to lift the hull up and do some stuff underneath it. So never ends.